I had always been around motorsport.
Go, go, go.
And they're green, off they go. Molly Taylor in the Rosberg car.
Go on, Molly Taylor, absolutely lit.
Both my parents competed. My mum competed professionally all throughout my childhood.
This is fantastic racing, and Molly Taylor has taken the lead.
Nice one, Molly.
The perception that she shaped for me of motorsport, of women in motorsport, of what's possible, watching her compete, watching her success.
Molly Taylor crosses the line, winning the first ever Extreme E X Prix.
Nice job, guys.
That obviously had a huge influence on me and my career later on.
We're here at the Tank Museum in Bovington, just a couple of miles away from the location for the grand finale of the Extreme E season, the Jurassic X Prix. And I'm delighted to say I'm joined by one half of RXR, Molly Taylor. Molly, delighted to talk to you. Now, if I can take you way back to the start, to your childhood, what first motivated you to become a driver?
So I always followed motorsport, but it wasn't until I was getting my license to drive on the road, and my dad was running a rally school at the time, and he said to my older sister and myself that we had to go out to the rally school, you know, at lunchtime, hop in the cars and just drive around. So we went along and did that, and I just remember the first time driving a rally car on gravel and it's sliding, and I just thought it was the best thing ever, and why didn't I do this sooner? And yeah, the rest is history.
We're talking a lot about being differently driven. Did that feel different? Did it feel different from what other people were doing at school or your friends?
Yeah, my friends weren't really doing that. That I can say. It's yeah, it was something that was unique. One thing that was really instilled in us growing up was that basically to find something that you're genuinely passionate about, and then, you know, put all your energy into that. It's always been about, yeah, trying to pursue something that's meaningful for you. So, and then, you know, obviously there's sacrifices and things that go along with that, but yeah, it's got to be worth it.
Just talk to me about some of those sacrifices that you've made.
Just the commitment to, if you're trying to do something at a high level and as a career, you have to be completely dedicated on that. I think one of my boyfriends actually broke up with me in high school because I spent too many nights in the garage.
Oh,
so,
that's brutal.
But on the flip side, I got to do all these amazing things, and I'm doing what I love as a career. So yeah, I think it's just, you've got to be happy to make the trade-offs to pursue what you want to do, otherwise it's not worth it.
Just give me an insight, if you can, into what it's been like to be part of this team.
It's been an incredible team to be a part of. Feels like a family right from the beginning. We have such a vast range of experience from DTM, Formula One, WRC, Rallycross. So to see all these different skill sets and all the little differences in all those series to then combine and see how we can apply that into Extreme E. It's just been an incredible experience, and it's great to do that with a bunch of people that all have a really good mindset and attitude and that common goal. Everyone in the team really wants to be there, wants to do a good job and wants to pour everything at it. So with that kind of attitude, then yeah, I think that's really the best way we can make the most of whatever we're faced with on the race weekend.
Molly, what qualities do you think you need to succeed within the sport?
I mean, I think you need to be quite a resilient and determined person. Obviously, you need to have the skills and to be able to feel the grip level of the car and have that sense of control. But I think it's about trying to be one step ahead and trying to figure out how to get that little bit extra. And
what do you think sets you apart from your rivals, from your competitors?
I can be a very stubborn person, which can be helpful sometimes when things get tough. But yeah, I think it's just at the end of the day how much you want it and then what you're prepared to do. And especially when it's a tough sport, you've got to want it enough to be able to yeah, put everything into it.
So are there things that we can offer that you maybe wouldn't see in an all-male competition?
I think having that ability to really analyse things, to try and be methodical in how you go about things and balance that, you don't need to take risks, to not take risks at some points and try and then look back in performance. That's always been something that I'm very analytical about it all. I'm sure that's probably something that's maybe more typical of females.
What do you think sets Extreme E apart from other motorsports that you've taken part in?
There's been nothing like it before, combining something that's great racing to watch with cool cars and cool technology, but then also the larger purpose behind it. You know, you've got a whole field of very experienced and successful drivers that want to race but also want to make a difference and use our sport for more than just the chance to drive a car. So it's a great combination because, you know, when you're driven by something that's larger than just yourself, you can achieve a lot more, especially with that's with a whole group of people trying to do the same thing. So I think having that combination is a really cool thing, and it's exciting to see where that's going to take us.